For NYUpSyracuse.com, I am Matt Parrino coming to you from the Buffalo store, and I'm joined by Buffalo Bills defensive tackle Harrison Phillips, where we're having a little bit of a party here tonight. Tell everybody a little bit about it.
Yeah, absolutely. This is my seventh event here in Buffalo with my Playmakers. The Playmakers are my kids with developmental differences and special needs, and we're just celebrating some of the great things we've done this year. There's this terrible perception of kids with special needs that they're very dependent and they need help, and that's not the case with my Playmakers, and they're very independent, and we instill in these kids that it's important to serve others. And so for the holiday season, our kids made cards and did a toy drive, and we ended up sponsoring an entire holiday season for High Point Hospital, which is under Kaleida Health. And so we wanted to show them the videos of how much their paying it forward paid off. As well as we have a heck of a kickball game planned that we're getting ready for too.
It's funny, you were just speaking up there a little while ago to kick off the event, and I'm just looking around the crowd here at the faces of everybody here, and the impact that you've made is very evident. I mean, what's it like to put a smile on kids' faces like this?
Yeah, it's incredible, and these kids are absolutely amazing. I encourage, you'll see today the more you spend time with us. These guys are amazing. We got a really solid group, and we kind of have our core guys, and then we also have some guys who come to this event or can't make it here, but will come here. And my big football camp is May 16th in the Bills facility at 1 p.m. And we'll have, I hope 300 kids all from Western New York coming. We'll see how big we can get it, but it's really remarkable. And, a byproduct of working with these kids is I gain a whole new perspective on things as well. And I learn just as much from these kids as they probably learn from me. Because, hi, how are you doing? Good. Good to see you. I'm sorry, I'm doing an interview right now. Can I come over and say hi in a second? Okay.
That's what it's all about.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it's all about.
But I learned so much about these kids, and they're never judgmental, and that's so hard in my business because you're constantly comparing yourself to other people, and they always have joy and look at the glass half full. So as an athlete going through wins and losses and injuries and all that stuff, you just spread joy and positivity. So I love hanging out with my guys.
You mentioned that, going through injuries, setbacks. I mean, obviously, such a setback. We talked throughout the season, just little bits and pieces as you're rehabbing, watching you kind of go through that whole process now without all in the rearview mirror. What was that like, and where are you at now?
It's definitely one of the hardest things I've had to go through, and I'm still overcoming. The rehab's starting to get fun now. I'm starting to do football drills or cutting and running really fast. And but I mean, you're always going to have that inhibition and fear, and it's definitely been a long thing, but working with kids like this and my organization and visiting the hospitals and just trying to get as much involved as I can in this community, it just puts more and more chips on my shoulder of reasons why I want to come back, reasons why I want to play for this city, reasons why I want to bring a championship to these great people and fans. And so it is kind of lonely around here because most of the teammates are gone. But I'm with such an amazing group of people in the facility, our trainers, our strength staff, our sports scientists, the coaches. They have a really good community for me, and I'm getting a lot of attention. And so I'm doing every single thing they tell me just to make sure I can get back out there playing again.
We're here on a Friday night. Nice setting outside as the snow is starting to come
beautiful,
down.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's been snowing a little bit. You went to Stanford, but you really put down roots in Buffalo.
Absolutely.
How much does this area mean to you, and how much have you grown to kind of love it around here?
I mean, this area grew on me instantaneously. I mean, I want to buy a home here. I'd love to live here. I'd love to play and retire here. I mean, the Jim Kelly method seems like a dream come true for me, and I'm very thankful he's befriended me and put me under his wing. But yeah, I mean, this place is amazing, and now that I've spent a whole year here, it's going to be hard for me to ever even leave in the summers or off seasons. I'll probably be a Buffalo guy year round. That's another thing added to the shoulder, another chip on the shoulder that I really want to play well enough that I can play out my whole career here. Again, that's just because anywhere I go, the genuine people, the salt of the earth, just amazing Buffalonians, a city of good neighbors. And I want to do it for them.
I was in Indianapolis last week for the scouting combine, and there's a bit of a different buzz around the Buffalo Bills these days than maybe before you got here.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
Just seeing the way that people are talking about this team and potentially being a contender in 2020 instead of kind of a joke. What does that kind of have you guys all feeling like? I mean, it starts to feel like the ship's being turned around here.
Yeah, I mean, Coach McDermott and Brandon Beane, they've done such a great job getting us ready and doing everything they had to do to put us in position. And so we've got some time now. It'll be interesting to see what pieces we add to the puzzle. Every season is a different season, so we'll have all of our own obstacles we'll have to overcome. But yeah, there's a buzz going for sure.
What do you tell Shaq and Jordan if you do have to say goodbye to them? Because it's like, I've noticed how close, even with you outside of how close of a bond that group has.
Yeah, I mean, there's nobody like Shaq Lawson. I mean, he's never had a bad day in his life. I mean, he's been through some things that, other people could never fathom, and he's got a smile on his face every single day. And so I'm extremely happy that he had the season he had, because he deserves, the right to get paid. And Jordan's taught me a lot too. Kyle was my vet my rookie year, and Jordan was kind of my vet my second year, as guys I leaned on for advice. And again, I'm so happy for them. If it's here in Buffalo or if it's elsewhere, they deserve the right to get paid, and hard work pays off. So
awesome. Last one before we get out of here. I remember talking to you after they drafted Ed Oliver last year, and you talked about being a mentor to him and somebody that he could come and talk to. Now with 1 year in, what's your evaluation of Ed Oliver in his rookie year, and what can we expect in year 2?
Yeah, I mean, that's hard to say, but he's obviously a freak, and y'all see in the way that he kind of took strides towards the end of the season, and so I think he's still trying to find his, how good of a football player he can be and what works for him. But I mean, similar to kind of all the best players in the NFL, that jump they make from year 1 to year 2 is a tremendous one, and so I got very high expectations for Ed's play.
Awesome. You could catch Harrison Phillips here for most of the offseason, rehabbing, spending time with a bunch of awesome people. Tell them a little bit more about what you got on tap the rest of the spring and summer.
We'll be up here through the rest of the year for the most part. We got OTAs coming up with my kids here. We have my big football camp, like I said, May 16th at 1. We're also going to try to do something with Habitat for Humanity, so my kids will get out there, and we're serving, making the community a better place too. But I'll just be up here rehabbing and giving it my all to get back.
You a Duff's Wings guy?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, for NYFSyracuse.com, I'm Matt Parrino. He's Harrison Phillips. Thanks for watching.